Welcome to ABC 31 News tonight. I'm Scott Beadle. Combating the opioid epidemic at the source. Details about a major lawsuit is our big story tonight. Rapides and Avoyelles Parish Sheriffs William Hilton and Douglas Anderson held a joint press conference today to address the filing of lawsuits by both parish sheriff's offices against drug companies for their role in the opioid epidemic. They were joined by attorneys from the Laborde Earls law firm. The firm is representing the sheriffs in that lawsuit against the pharmaceutical companies and physicians.
Basically, the theory of our suit, we believe that the Big Pharma's aggressive and fraudulent marketing campaigns misled the American people as to the effectiveness and the addictiveness of opioid pills. We believe that Big Pharma needs to be held accountable for their actions. Our jails are stretched to the limits. Our sheriff's resources and all of law enforcement's resources are stretched to the limits, and we aim to hold Big Pharma accountable for their actions.
The economic impact of prescription opioid overdoses in both parishes are in line with national trends. Last year in Louisiana, the number of opioid prescriptions exceeded the state's population. And nationwide, the number of opioid-related deaths topped deaths related to vehicle crashes and violence. A local man originally taken into custody last week by Alexandria police for assault and obscenity on East Sycamore Drive is now also charged with armed robbery. Police say after further investigation, they determined 24-year-old Curtis Marks used a metal baseball bat to take a man's phone during that incident. Police say at some point Marks had returned to the scene with a gun and exposed himself when police made the arrest, leading to those original charges against him. Officers say children were in the area and witnessed Marks' behavior. Alexandria police arrested a local man for gun offenses after a traffic stop on Lee Street. Police say 26-year-old Mark James tried to hide the gun under his back seat when he was stopped. After a check, police charged him with possession of a stolen firearm and possession by a convicted felon. And Alexandria police arrested 3 teens over the weekend for allegedly trying to break into vehicles on Mildred and Osiris streets. They include Casey Bailey and Thomas Horner, both 17 and from Alexandria, and 18-year-old Dayton Clark of Pollock. Police say video footage showed those suspects trying to gain access to those vehicles. The 3 were tracked down to a MacArthur Drive parking lot. All are charged with conspiracy and contributing to the delinquency of a minor, while Bailey and Clark are also accused of attempted burglary. A public hearing for the Rapides Parish Police Jury, sitting as the Board of Review, was held earlier today. Jurors heard from residents and businesses unhappy with their property tax assessments, and Police Jury President Craig Smith briefly spoke on the matter of the proposed property tax renewal for the Rapides Parish Health Unit.
Health unit renewal is set to expire at the end of next year, so we always call a little bit early so that you have time to get it in place. So we're calling it for the spring election. We're looking at some changes, and we have not done that yet. We're in the process of reviewing.
Changes will take place sometime in the near future before that deadline is reached. Smith says there's not too much to comment on at this time in the matter because it is still early in the process. Another special meeting of the Rapides Parish Police Jury shortly followed that first one. There was a motion to adopt a resolution to retain special counsel, attorney-at-law Daniel Broussard, to represent the police jury in the matter of Terry Hunter versus the Rapides Parish Coliseum. The civil suit matter involves the Rapides Parish Coliseum Authority being dissolved on August 31st of this year. The police jury has now assumed the liabilities of the authority and is named as a defendant in that litigation. Summer is hanging on as we look to enter fall later this week. Meteorologist Kim Walker joins us with a first look at our forecast.
That's right. It's going to be very summer-like in the upcoming days. It was 94 degrees this afternoon. We're going to see more hot and humid weather for tomorrow. Partly cloudy skies, a little bit of fog as we start off the day. Temperatures around 73 degrees, and from there we go up to around 84 degrees for your lunch hour, mostly sunny. And then a few more clouds in the afternoon. We do have a chance of an afternoon thunderstorm or two before we are going to see most of it in the afternoon, because these are really fueled from the heat and humidity. We're going to stay with the hot weather for quite a while. Let you know when it all ends coming up in just a little bit.
All right, thanks, Kim. The Rapides Regional Medical Center is expanding their emergency services, making it faster and easier to get patients to help. Rapides Regional hosts about 450 air landings each year. That number is expected to increase once the new helipads and existing helipad are both in service. Emergency patients will arrive on the new helipad and take a direct route by elevator to the emergency department on the first floor. This will make it faster for trauma and stroke patients to get the care they need.
Well, it's very important for several reasons. We also can put a Black Hawk, a larger helicopter, can land on it, so that solves some of our logistical issues with landing to help those helicopters and getting those patients in. And also it allows us to have 2 helicopters with the 2 helipads, and of course getting the patients to the ED much quicker.
Rapides Regional Medical Center is the only hospital in the area with 2 helipads. And with 2 helipads, Rapides Regional Medical Center can accommodate multiple patient transports at the same time. Central Louisiana residents are now being offered the opportunity to take advantage of the Work Ready program. High school seniors will already have a certificate when they graduate, and St. is the first and only region in the state to have all of its parishes certified as Work Ready communities.
This allows you, it basically gives you a portable credential that you can use anywhere in the nation with employers who recognize the Work Ready certificate. So if you're 20 years old, if you're 24 years old, you move from North Louisiana to South Louisiana, you move from South Louisiana to North Louisiana, you can still use the certificate, and it gives an employer a sense of, well, I know how good they are, I know what they're capable of.
Some employees are requiring candidates to have a work-ready certificate or a degree of some sort, so to find out more, visit Central Louisiana Economic Development Alliance.com. The 22nd Sickle Cell Gala was held over the weekend. It raises funds to maintain the Sickle Cell Anemia Research Foundation's programs to help patients and their families. The Alexandria chapter of the foundation was founded in 1973 by Rosia Matwire. Since then, she has worked in the community for more than 44 years to provide sickle cell disease awareness. The Sickle Cell Anemia Research Foundation currently serves 8 parishes in Louisiana. Cyclists geared up for the 6th annual Le Tour de Bayou Saturday morning as they prepared to take off for a good cause. More than 300 cyclists from 7 different states participated, including, of course, some St. residents. The Le Tour de Bayou bike ride is open to all ages every year. Residents and cyclists got a chance to explore the area and enjoy an after party.
Kent House is the most historic structure in all of Central Louisiana, maybe North Louisiana. And the money that we raise today helps preserve and maintain Kent House for our generation and for generations to come.
And I like the Kent House because it lets everybody have a chance to ride the bike and they get to have fun on the way. Families rode the 10 and 2 mile courses together. More experienced riders then tackled the 100, 66, 50 and 30 mile courses. There's also a 5K for runners and walkers. The bike ride is a fundraiser, of course, for the Kent House Plantation. The Cajun Nationals Car Show, in partnership with the Food Bank of Central Louisiana, is back for another year.
It's going to be at Bulow Lake, right there where they do the boat races, right there where the Coast Guard building is, right down from Real Deal Marine.
What's the dates and time?
It's September the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. Come out that Saturday. If you want to get up early Sunday morning, come have church with us. We have Black Sock Christian Church. We have real preaching, whole 9 yards. 5 non-perishable food items get you $5 off.
The show will feature a wide variety of cars and motorcycles. All proceeds from the admission sales will benefit the Food Bank of Central Louisiana, and donations of non-perishable food, of course, are welcome. You can visit the Cajun Nationals Facebook page to find out more. Local playwrights were honored over the weekend as winners of the one-act play festival to be staged in November. Here's a look at the winners, announced by Spectral Sisters Productions. High Tea by David Holcomb, Look Back In by John Wilson, Old Dogs and Children by Keith Young, and The Soniat House by Rosary O'Neill. My Summer with Tennessee Williams by Tammy Killian will also be staged.
KLAX is the exclusive provider of ABC and MeTV programming here in Central Louisiana. We're the only station where you can watch new ABC programs like Dancing with the Stars, Designated Survivor, and Grey's Anatomy, just to name a few.
That's what family does. We take care of each other.
I'm proud of you.
The warmth of your love.
And if classic TV programs like Bonanza, Andy Griffin, Batman, or Carol Burnett is more your style, then MeTV's the station for you. As an advertiser, you'll want your products and services presented to these loyal viewers. Our sales team is equipped to prove we can generate new customers and new revenue for your business.
I'll tell you what, it pays to advertise.
And we have a number of low-risk advertising programs designed to prove we work. Call our media consultant team today for a no-risk assessment on how we can help you grow your business. We're ready to prove we work.
Well, welcome back, everyone. We are going to start off with some patchy morning fog, and then that will give way to partly sunny skies. However, those clouds will come back in the late afternoon as a chance of thunderstorms starts to pop up, especially with the heat and humidity. Once again, we will be in the 90s. Let's take a look at those headlines again. And then mostly sunny, humid, a few isolated thunderstorms possible as we make our way toward the middle part of the week, and it looks like it's going to be warm and sticky with isolated thunderstorm chances toward the end of the week. So as you notice, not a lot of change in the upcoming days, but we do see a few thunderstorms to our west and also to our east and to our south, but not over our area. It remains dry at this moment. However, there is that off chance that one of these thunderstorms off to the west could head into our area. So there is that slight chance of rain for early this evening. Currently, it's 86 degrees in Alexandria and Natchez, 84 degrees down to the south, still in the 80s right now. It was definitely a warm day with temperatures really heating up, and it was 94 degrees in the afternoon. With the humidity, it felt like 100 degrees out there, but our humidity continues to be on the rise right now. 73 degrees, very steamy out there, very sticky, and you're definitely going to sweat if you're going to be outside for an extended period of time. And this is all due to high pressure to our east, sending those south winds into our region. Those south winds pumping that moisture from the Gulf of Mexico northward, and so that's why we're seeing that increase of humidity. And with the humid air and also with the heat, that will give rise to thunderstorm chances in the afternoon for much of this week. So here's a look at your forecast. Temperatures tonight will drop down to around 73 degrees in Alexandria. A little bit cooler in Boise, around 72 degrees, some patchy fog developing in the overnight hours. Winds will be light, coming from the south at around 5 miles per hour. South winds continue for tomorrow. Of course, that means more humid air and more warmth. An isolated thunderstorm or two possible. Our high will be around 90 degrees. Here's a look at your forecast for the next 7 days. Chances of rain continues as we head into the middle part of the week. Highs will be around 89 degrees. We're expecting just a little bit more cloud cover on your Wednesday, and then back into the low to mid 90s across the region as we end the week. But notice we do have thunderstorm chances as we start off the first day of fall. It's going to be pretty hot the first few days of fall with highs in the low 90s for the most part as the end of the week. But over the weekend, I think we're going to see a little bit more sunshine. But again, with that heat and humidity, we are going to see more chances of rain, a very summer-like pattern for the next 7 days. Scott.
All right, thank you, Kim. Coming up in sports, the Astros clinched the AL West for the first time in the organization's history, but the chase is not over yet. And the Northwestern State Demons do something they haven't done since 2015. Zach is up next with sports.
Hi, everybody. This is the voice of the Tigers, Jim Hawthorne, inviting you to watch Inside LSU Football, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors on this affiliate of the LSU Sports Television Network every week during the season. We'll have all the highlights, exclusive locker room access you won't see anywhere else, and features that will give you the inside story on your Fighting Tigers football team.
Inside LSU Football. Join us Sundays at 10 on KLAX TV. Brought to you in part by Randy Wiggins, State Farm Agent.
Good evening and a welcome back to KLAX ABC31 Sports. I'm Zach Simonar. In one of the most ugly college football games imaginable, the Northwestern State Demons got the skunk out of the box on Saturday to pick up their first win of the season and start off Southland Conference play at 1-0. Usually 21 penalties for 183 yards and 4 turnovers would spell loss in all capital letters, but the Demons had the football gods on their side at Turpin Stadium. The win was NSU's first against a Division I opponent since November of 2015. The Demons did it predominantly on the ground, racking up 194 yards and 4 touchdowns, 3 of which came from Jared West. But as Coach Jay Thomas notes, a win is a win.
Proud of our defense. They had to really fight there at the end. They were running out of gas with their up-tempo offense, and our offense did what they needed to do to get it done. We just turned the ball over too many times.
I told my dad after the game, it was just starting to slow down for me. The first couple games is really my first time really playing a lot, and it's starting to really slow down for me. And the coach is making it a lot easier, making the transition a lot easier for me. So.
The Demons will look to get back to 500 when they host Southeastern Louisiana. That's in 2 weeks. NSU will enjoy a bye week this weekend.
Thanks for watching ABC 31 News. Have a great night.
To you, it's just an old coat. But to an underprivileged child, it's a warmer winter. Please help us collect coats for kids before the cold months get here. You can drop off new or gently used coats at a location near you. All coats are cleaned and distributed right here in our community. The KLAX Coats for Kids Drive is sponsored by First Federal Bank, Southern Heritage Bank, Bank of Montgomery, Kramer Funeral Home, Take 5 Oil Change, South Park Cleaners, and LaSalle Printing and Office Supply.
When it comes to cleaning up the streets of Boston,
this is who I am. This is what I do. Now get me in there. He did it, and I know where the proof is.
It's ladies first. Rizzoli and Isles.
Weekends at 11 on KLAX TV.
When a case seems unsolvable, they see the incredible. Murder, motive, secrets. Bones Weekends.
Watch Bones. Weekends on KLAX ABC 31.